Shout out to Coach Shelton Harrison. He just went out there and broke a little bit of news that I got excited as hell when I saw this video. I definitely got excited. I usually save all of my MMA videos to watch at work because there's just so much time to kind of pass by and yada yada. But this one, I had to watch it ASAP. I had to leave a comment. I had to do a little bit of everything, man. I got excited listening to that one. Thank you so much, Coach, for keeping us posted. Anyways, let me get into my take on it. Oh, mercy. All right, Megan Anderson, currently in the UFC, can't bust a grape. Megan Anderson, currently in the UFC, couldn't fight a way out of a paper bag. That's Megan Anderson. At the moment, Megan Anderson is 0-1 in the UFC. And she just called out Cat Zingano. I was so shocked. I was like, nah, this is crazy. This must be the wrong title on the video. You know, because there's no way that Megan Anderson could be calling out Cat Zingano. And I will help you all understand the magnitude of this. Cat Zingano is, without a doubt, a beast. I understand that she has gone through her shake, her little, she went through a moment that really just shook her. It shook her. And there's no passes to give. You win some fights and you lose some fights, but it's like I still roll with Cat Zingano and I still support Cat Zingano. Well, I always was rolling with Cat Zingano, but because of the shaking up part of it, it's like I support her and I really want to see this girl win. That's it. And I would love to see her go back to Cat. Oh, Cat, man. Oh, Alpha Cat Zingano. Alpha Cat Zingano who would take you down slick. And I say this often. I always say people are slick with the takedown. But go back and watch Cat Zingano. Watch how she flips. Watch how she takes Amanda Nunes in that guillotine front headlock grip and flips her over her body, over her head for the takedown. Ends up in mount. Go back and watch Cat Zingano lateral drop. Raquel Pennington back at, I cannot remember. I believe that was Invicta. But just Google it. Just Google it. I'm telling you, man, Cat Zingano has an entire highlight reel of takedowns, period. And then once she gets you down, the elbows are vicious. The elbows are vicious. And she can take a good punch. She's got a steel-clad jaw. A steel-clad jawline. And she can take a serious punch. So, yeah, her fights may not be, she went out there and just butchered so-and-so. It may be a bit of a scrap. I'm telling you, man, there is no way that Megan Anderson ever beats Cat Zingano. Cat Zingano would hurt Megan Anderson. If Megan Anderson found herself struggling against Holly Holm, Cat Zingano is just going to drag her. She's going to hog tie her and drag her. Holly Holm is not a brutal fighter. When the fight starts getting grueling and brutal, she's out of there. Usually it means that she's losing. Excluding the Ronda Rousey fight, it normally means that Holly is losing because Holly is a highlight reel knockout artist with that kick, right? With the kick. Cat Zingano, not so much. Her fights are brutal. She takes you down. She wears you out. She's ground and pound is nasty. Her stand-up game isn't the best. And I do think that Megan Anderson, her stand-up game looked pretty good in that fight against Holly Holm. It actually did. I liked her footwork. I liked her lateral movement. When we talk about cutting off the octagon, you'll hear Coach talking about it. And I talk about it too every now and again because I can't spot it as well as the coach can. But if you go back and watch the Megan Anderson fight, that was a great example, a very obvious example of how what cutting off the octagon really looks like. When the octagon is just so small, you have nowhere to go to. Nowhere to go at all. Megan Anderson was doing that. She definitely was working on that in her camps with Coach Krause or whatever. I got to give her that one. Definitely got to give her the the footwork. But the thing is, if Megan Anderson makes the octagon small, Zingano's going to take her down. Zingano likes a close fight. She likes it really, really close. She doesn't like her fighters keeping her at range. If you keep her at range, you actually might be able to beat her. But there is no way, man. Megan Anderson has the audacity of this girl. The audacity of this girl to be calling out Cat Zingano. Megan Anderson should very well still be in Invicta right now. She lied her way to the top. She's a fraud. And she lied her way into the UFC. And if she doesn't think that the UFC knows that, she better wise up. The UFC, the next fight, actually, I think they might give her Cat Zingano, or they might give her Ketlin Vieira. They're going to give her somebody who can beat her down. They're going to get her to 0-3 in the UFC. Megan just doesn't, to me, she doesn't have it, guys. She does not have it. Not for these type of fighters. Now, she did have it if she wanted to go against, there are a lot of fighters started calling her out. Cindy Dandois called her out. She said, I'll call you out. I'll come up to the UFC and fight you. I already beat you. I already beat you. You came in your little debut fight and I beat you. Okay? Get anybody. Anybody. She could have been able to have good matchups with these people, but she didn't want to help push the division. She needed to go in there. To be honest, guys, I'm going to be very honest with you. I understand why she didn't take the fight with Chris Cyborg. I just hate that she came into the UFC lying her way into the UFC. That's the part that bothers and ruffles my feathers. It's like, why even mention Chris Cyborg if you never had any intention on fighting her? Why even mention her? That's what I was thinking to myself. Like, you were doing just fine. Everybody was enjoying watching your fights. Win or lose, to be honest, Megan Anderson was pretty interesting to watch. I found myself watching Invicta a lot more. Back when she was there, back when Ladd was there, Tanya Evinger was there. I just found myself watching it more. I haven't been able to get my back into it since then. So, it was fun. I don't know why she had to pull that card to get into the UFC. She just... Megan Anderson, that one. She's still trying to figure out her way in life, I think. I think so. I think that, to be honest, I think the best thing going for Megan Anderson right now in terms of looking for a fight is that she probably isn't going to get one. And I'm saying, and this is sad, though. It's sad. I don't think she's going to get a fight. I think they're probably just going to close that division down. And close the division down. And most of those girls that are in tough right now, they're probably going to make them go to bantamweight. Fill up the bantamweight division. The bantamweight division just had the most exciting fight in Aspen Ladd versus Tanya Evinger since Aspen Ladd's last fight. Bantamweight division is a wasteland, so they're probably going to send all of those featherweights there. And I'm not sure what's going to happen to Megan Anderson. They might put the fight together with Chris Cyborg, but I don't think Cyborg's checking for that one, man. I don't think Cyborg Nation wants that fight. I don't care to see it. I'm part of Cyborg Nation. I really don't care to see that fight. It's too many other big fights. Before I see that fight, I'd like to see her fight in boxing, to be honest. I'd like to see her leave, go to boxing, come back. Megan's just not ready. She's just not there yet. And she keeps calling out these pioneers, these veterans. These girls are going to mollywop you. These girls are too seasoned. They are going to mollywop you. She doesn't quite understand. Like, it's almost like she's in a room, right? She's in a room, but the room is dark. She hears nothing but growls. She thinks that they're dogs. She doesn't know that she's in a room full of lions. That's the thing. She doesn't know that she's the next meal. She doesn't know that she's food. She needs to slow it down a little bit because I don't want to hear her call out Cat Zingano. I don't want to hear her call out Holly Holm. I don't want to hear her call out Chris Cyborg. I don't want to hear her call out Nunes. None of these girls, man, they will rip you to shreds. We don't really talk about how incredibly vicious the women's fighters are. But when they're going up against somebody who's still almost adolescent and juvenile in their fight behavior, you can really see it. It's a big sister sort of setup. Like, you're getting your ass whooped by somebody who's like, we know you weren't supposed to be in here. We're not going to give it to you that hard. We're not going to give it to you on level 10. You know, but level 7 still messes you up real good. That's a big sister ass whooping. That's whenever I say that big sister, big brother ass whooping, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when they kept it in third gear, but third gear was still too fast for you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Megan Anderson needs to understand her place and stay in her lane. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comments section.